Welcome, and thank you for taking the time to learn a little more about Tri-County Tech. I'm Dr. Grover, the Director of Instruction. We recognize that we are a school of choice, so we are honored that you are considering Tri-County as part of your plan for success. So what does success look like at Tri-County? Over the past 9 years, Tri-County Tech has maintained a 97% positive placement rate, the highest among the 29 Oklahoma career tech districts. So, what do we mean when we say positive placement? A student is considered to be a positive placement when he or she decides to continue their education, or when they obtain employment in the field related to their program of study, or when they join the military. We believe that students come to Tri-County Tech to pursue one of three pathways to success. First, some students are interested in obtaining the training or certification they need to move directly into the work environment after graduation, not necessarily seeing college as part of their plans, at least not at the moment. Other students see their Tri-County program as a way to better prepare them for a specific path in the college journey. For instance, programs like creative marketing management, teacher prep, engineering, and medicine and biosciences are designed to be college prep programs. The third group of students are those that see an opportunity to gain a skill or certification that will allow them to work in a job they enjoy while going to college to help pay for their college bills. So, how does Tri County Tech achieve such great results? We start by creating an environment or culture where students are treated like young adults, very similar to the community college setting. We have what I consider to be a simulated work environment at two different levels. First, at the campus level, we strive to balance our campus policies with the traditional school policies while mimicking those of the workplace. For instance, regarding attendance, we allow students to have 8 days, call them sick days if you'd like, per semester. School activities and bereavement leave are the only automatically excused absences. However, there is an appeal process. Our goal is to help students be successful in their education while preparing them to be a successful employee. Also, our dress code is influenced by industry standards within each program. And finally, we have assigned break times for each program, providing an opportunity for students to enjoy treats from the Osage Market or just have some downtime with their friends on campus. I mentioned that the simulated work environment impacts TCT at two different levels. We just talked about the campus level, and now we'll talk about the program level. At the program level, we offer live work opportunities in which the students work on actual customer projects. There are also opportunities to participate in leadership and service projects through the Career Tech Student Organizations, or CTSOs. The hands-on or project-based learning styles implemented around campus bring relevancy to the learning and stimulate problem-solving and creative thinking through real-life simulations or experiences. Some students will also have the opportunity to work on work-based education experiences when their instructors feel they are ready. Consider these internships or on-the-job training situations. And finally, when COVID is over and we can get back to some sort of normalcy, we take students on industry and college visits to provide additional learning opportunities that broaden their educational horizons. All of these opportunities work together to help the students develop professionally, as well as provide experiences that can be used to build a resume and be included in scholarship and/or college applications. I've attended various presentations by college deans and admissions professionals, with one of the key takeaways being the need for students to set themselves apart from the rest through involvement in student organizations, extracurricular activities, work experiences, and strong curricular studies, all while maintaining good grades. Whether you're applying for college, for scholarships, or for a job, those reviewing your information or visiting directly with you will be impressed by the work ethic that you're able to illustrate for them through these types of experiences. As we talk about student life, I think it is important to note the changes that have happened as a result of COVID, especially since we don't know what things will look like come August 2021. We understand that the majority of our programs are designed for face-to-face, hands-on instruction. As such, we take precautions to minimize the chance that individual students, whole programs, or the entire campus will have to transition to virtual instruction. In doing so, we try to follow CDC guidelines the best we can. As of right now, masks are required on campus, including on the bus. We physical distance to the extent possible, and we ask students and staff to self-monitor their health using the guidelines shared on the COVID flowchart found on the Tri-County Tech website under the High School tab and then under Student Resources. To encourage students and parents to make good choices and to help minimize the spread of COVID, we work with students on their attendance if they have to miss. If it is determined that they must quarantine by campus administration, students work with their instructor to establish a virtual learning plan. It is required that students participate in the virtual learning activities in order to receive credit for the days they miss. I've been sharing what student success looks like at TCT. This couldn't happen without the various resources available to our students. Each year, we strive to address program equipment needs, working to maintain a level that meets or exceeds the industry standards. Students also have access to a licensed professional counselor through student services, as well as immediate access to the Bartlesville Police Department's East Side substation that is housed in our main building. Bus transportation is provided for those who need it. We generally pick up and drop off at our partner high schools. The bus schedule can be found on our website under the Student Resources tab. Also found on the website will be the 2021-2022 school calendar once it is approved by our Board of Education. Typically, the first day of school is the second week of August, so please plan accordingly. Also, it is important to note our class times. Our morning students are with us from 8:30 to 11, while afternoon students are here from 12:05 to 2:35. The only exception being our engineering and our medicine and biosciences students who come from 1:05 to 2:35. One final piece that isn't actually listed on this slide but deserves to be mentioned is Jupiter Ed, our student information and learning management system. This system allows students and parents to monitor grades and attendance in real time, partnering with the instructor to help ensure a successful journey to graduation. Thank you for spending your time learning more about Tri-County Tech. If you have any questions, please feel free to call 918-331-3333. We hope to see you next year. Thank you.